Micklow, and I'm here at the Punk Rock and Paintbrushes art show with the owner, Emily, and Miss Soma, her business partner. How are you guys?
I am doing great. I'm very happy the night has come.
Yeah, the event is so successful. There's so many people here tonight.
It's a great turnout. We have so many different artists. We actually have 18 artists in total.
Yeah.
Coming from the punk rock community, but really their own community and family. So a lot of people have merged together tonight. So it's been great.
For sure. And Soma, you have some pieces in the show tonight. What inspires the pieces that you create?
My work is very, I dig pretty deep. So
yeah,
it's basically like having my journal on the wall.
Yeah.
It's like reading my personal journal. So it's pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Maybe even like spreading my legs on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. So I'm not a technical artist.
Yeah.
I'm sort of more of a emotional artist, and then I cover it, with resin or whatever it is, and put it on the wall. And I think that it's kind of about sharing stories.
Yeah.
And people having the same experiences and seeing. It's how we connect with other humans.
Of course.
Art and music is how we connect with others, and that's what inspires my art.
Yeah, and I think anybody who knows you or follows your Instagram can see that you are a very emotional and compassionate person, and the work that you do as well. I was reading that you started this event because of your battles with cancer. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah, so I went to remission from cancer about 12 years ago, and myself and Tim from Rise Against, we painted this piece together. Neither of us are artists, and it was basically a collaboration about his song Survive, and it was great. And someone mentioned we should auction it, so I actually formed Rock Against Cancer after that, which involves artists and musicians. But the musicians we work with are just musicians. They don't have to be artists, anything. But long and behold, I started finding out all of these musicians were like secret artists, basically. And that's how we actually met. Her and her ex did an amazing piece together, and it was really powerful. And so we kind of stayed in touch, and then, this all came about. But Punk Rock and Paintbrushes was definitely stemmed through Rock Against Cancer. Yeah. And it was really never an intention to create it as it is today, but here we are.
But it's so amazing. And you guys also have another organization together called the Sidewalk Project, right?
That's right.
Yeah, we have an organization. It's myself and Soma and Stacy, who's also here. So yeah, we're the three founders of that.
Yeah, it's interesting because we founded it together, and what's been so exciting to see is that it's really begun to turn into a movement. It's a community now.
Yeah.
So we are a social activist arts organization, and we work directly on the street with the houseless community.
Yeah.
And we have something going on tomorrow, which is, it's so exciting because we get to work alongside of Punk Rock and Paintbrushes in this way that, we get to sort of springboard the energy from the art community and then go directly to the street. And tomorrow we're painting a mural. We are throwing a great big party out in one of the parks in Skid Row, and we do art and we do music and we do food and donations, and it's really about bringing a sense of well-being and sort of mental health directly to the street, and saying that there's no barriers between people, that's sort of a social construct.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I've been before walking down Hollywood Boulevard, and I've seen you literally sitting on the boulevard with street people just talking to them, and I think it's amazing how compassionate both of you are of bringing all this together, that you're beautiful and you're smart and you make this art, and then it's just so meaningful and important, the things that you're bringing to the community besides just punk rock, besides just art, that you're doing things for humanity.
Yeah, and the thing is there is a lot of crossover. Like tonight, we're giving a percentage of all the art sales to Sidewalk Project, so we can show our support. I know a lot of times it's like, oh, here's a check. It does mean a lot, and it's like all of these artists know. Like all of these artists, yeah, they are willing. They're saying, yeah, let's give a percentage back to the Sidewalk Project, and it goes right to the streets. It's not like, let's kind of get this and that and so forth. But it's definitely like all of our artists in the Punk Rock and Paintbrushes community supports the Sidewalk Project, and that's kind of the beauty of it all. And I know you were talking about the Punk Rock and Paintbrushes and how we work together, and it's really like you know, I created it years ago, but Soma's definitely, I don't know where I would be. Probably like lying on the floor right now or in that corner crying. But you know what I mean? It's like we definitely have to support each other. And then when she's off doing something that's on her own, like I'm kind of there, you know? So it's a very important kind of relationship as far as like business and, you know, so, and it's nothing like Punk Rock and Paintbrushes and the Sidewalk Project are nonprofits. They're art-based communities, but like she said, there's a lot of emotion, there's a lot of personal feelings. Like I was telling you, like coming up and grabbing all of the art for the event, you know, I don't go into people's houses and grab the art. I like sit down with them for however long, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, and talk to them about it. It's like, you know, it's a lot, but it's amazing because they trust me. That's the thing, is they trust me to show their art in the best way I can. So.
Of course. And then lastly, you also do bikinis. You're a bikini designer. So how does that play into all of this? This is a piece that you've made.
Yes, it is.
How does that, I mean, you guys are just all about the art in every capacity.
Yeah, I've had 2 people come up to me tonight and they're like, are you a swimwear designer? I think I own your swim. And I'm like, oh, that's weird. Yes, I am. I've been a clothing designer for like over 20 years. I've kind of put it on my back seat right now, but I still, I still design. So
that's cool. They're very sparkly pieces. I like it.
I'm going with the spaceship mermaid. We'll go with that.
Thank you. Well, thank you, ladies, so much for taking the time to talk to me tonight. You guys are so amazing with everything that you do.
They